Here today in Dungannon. Of course, these two teams met last week in Pearse Oaks. That game finished in a draw, nothing to split them, so you'd imagine we're going to be in for another close one here today. The two teams are just going through their final preparations and are almost ready to throw in here between the two sides. The two teams in front of me here, folks, starting with Eglish in goals. Number 1, Brenda Horsfield. Full back line, Francine Farley, Aisling Donnelly and Niamh Donaghy. Half back line, Grace Daly, Kate Daly and Casey Gallagher, with the midfield pairing Caitlin Gallagher and Regan Fay. 10, Olivia Farley. 11, Gemma Daly and 12, Cleena Goodfellow, with Eve Hughes, Rianne McLaughlin and Emma Holmes making up the full forward line. Then for Crossmaglen in goals, number 1, Lauren Duffy. Full back line, Evie Bellew, Raina McConville and Clara Lenihan. Alana McEntee, Blaheen O'Brien and Caitlin Lenihan make up the half-back line, with Aisling McMahon and Grace Fitzpatrick in midfield. Tina O'Reilly's at 10, Faye Fitzpatrick 11 and Megan O'Callaghan 12, with Kelly Shields, Lauren McConville and Ava Cassidy in the full forward line. Today's referee, Jerome McAllister from Antrim, and he's joined by Paul O'Neill, Eddie Nash and Sean Curran. So both sides now just in the huddle, getting on those final words of instructions and encouragement. Of course, when it comes to the Ulster Championship, oftentimes you get teams who might know all that much about each other, but these two sides now have got 60 minutes. I'm sure they would have watched the video during the week, and not too many secrets on the field here today. We're just going to pause now for a run of Vane. So we're almost all ready to go here for this game, and what fantastic action it was last week. Eglish 3-10, Crossmaglen 19. Of course, those goals, the difference for the Tyrone side. They led for most of the match. In fact, Crossmaglen got their noses in front in stoppage time through Lauren McConville, but then the hero for Eglish was the substitute, Gemma Daly, with the last action of the game. She levelled it up, and that's why we're back here today for more. Should be another thrilling contest. Weather conditions today, not too bad. Heavy rain throughout the week, but surface looks good, and no real wind one way or another, and no excuses. So Crossmaglen now breaking from the huddle, ready to take their positions. I see a number of changes on the Eglish side from the matchday programme. Number 26, Catherine Muldoon, has gone in there, as has Shannon Gildernew, number 17, and number 20, Laura Mason. They're making up the full back line for Eglish. Eglish in the green and black will be playing from right to left in this first half. Crossmaglen in the amber and black from left to right as we look at it. All eyes now on the referee. About to get things up and running here. Players in position who will get out on top early in this game. Ball's thrown in, we're underway. And it's Crossmaglen who gather the initial possession. Ball straight into the full forward line. A chance here of an early score. A perfect start here potentially for Crossmaglen, and it is a great score taken there. It's Aisling McMahon. She has number 8 on her back, but she's gone right in there to the full forward line. And straight away causing damage there. Good score. Gets Crossmaglen, the first team on the score sheet today. What do Eglish have in response? On this occasion looks to be Cross. Almost had a turnover, now they do. Eglish not giving up on it though. Good battle right down into the corner. There's Regan Fay, the midfielder. She had an excellent performance last week at 1-5. Ball still in play here now, eventually goes out over the line. That's going to be Crossmaglen ball. suppose the big question today will be, what have these teams learned from last week? As mentioned, I'm sure they would have been watching the videos throughout the week, trying to find certain weaknesses in the opposition and trying to play to their own strengths. On that occasion, the ball's been turned over. It's Eglish sending it down the left wing. Aisling Donnelly, but it's been intercepted now. Megan O'Callaghan drills the ball in here to Lauren McConville for cross. Mason's there for Eglish. The referee says no foul. McConville's got possession now. She's got space as well. Chance here of another score for Crossmaglen. Up and over the bar it goes. So a good score from Cross. They started fast here. The first 2 points of the day with Lauren McConville joining Aisling McMahon on the score sheet. Cross had a good spread of scores last week. All 6 of their forwards got on the score sheet. One of which is Tina O'Reilly, who's in possession now. O'Reilly gives the pass off. Another shooting chance here for Crossmaglen. Grace Fitzpatrick dropping it in here for her midfield partner, Aisling McMahon. As mentioned, she's got 8 in her back. She's played in around full forward to start this game. That's flashed right across the face of goal. Stays in play here. Chased down by Faye Fitzpatrick for Cross, but she commits a foul. And Eglish now will get a chance with the free. That was Kate Daly, the player brought to ground. Brenda Horsfield, goalkeeper, to take this one on. Sends it down the right wing. 50-50 ball, beats everybody. In fact, comes through here for Crossmaglen. Laheen O'Brien sends it down the line, but concedes possession right back to Eglish. Now Mason drills it away. Looking for Regan Faye just over her head. Across half bodies around. Although Regan Faye has it now. Good solo run. She's got options left and right. Might go all the way herself here. Faye still going on. Now gives the pass off. Potential chance here for Eglish to open their account. Can they get the shot away? It's Caitlin Gallagher. She works it back out. Cross forcing Eglish away from goal here. It looked dangerous momentarily, but Cross now seem to have a settled defence. Although in saying that, here come Eglish once again. The ball dropping in high. 50-50 ball. Goalkeeper comes. It's knocked towards goal and knocked wide. Could have went anywhere. We saw that last week. Eglish got joy in those situations, of course. Scored 3 goals last week and they certainly had a sniff of a goal there. But wide of the target the shot went. It was Rianne McLaughlin got the last touch. And Lauren Duffy wastes no time getting us back underway here. Ball right out in front of our comfy position here. Faye Fitzpatrick drives it into the full forward line. Over the head though of her teammate there, Eva Cassidy, just not able to gather possession. Skildernew brings the ball out for Eglish. He's going to come out on top of possession here. It's knocked out to the wing. Megan O'Callaghan tries to keep it on the field of play but can't. And it's going to be Eglish ball. Sideline cut goes low. Down this left wing, here's Faye. Again, going on a driving solo run here. Good block down though from O'Brien. That gets a cheer from the Crossmaglen substitutes bench, but Faye is still battling hard. She's got possession back. She's got an advantage here as well. Gives the pass off to Olivia Farley. And now she sends the ball inside. Well read though by the cross defence, although McLaughlin's still in there for Eglish. High press on here from Eglish, not letting Cross out easy, right down in that far corner. And who has possession? Eglish have it, but not for long. Cross get it back. And now away they go from the full back line. Good turnover though, brilliant turnover from Regan Faye. She gives the pass off now, the shot comes in high. Is it on target? It's not, from Casey Gallagher. That's 2 wides now from Eglish. But certainly now they're starting to get opportunities. Cross started the game extremely well at those first 2 points. Eglish have fired back with a couple of opportunities, but just need to get themselves up and running on the score sheet. Okay, goes out to the middle of the field. It's Faye Fitzpatrick in there, working hard for Crossmaglen. Good turnover though. O'Callaghan comes to help her out and she's got possession of the ball. Good pace here from O'Callaghan. Is she going to take on the shot? She overcarried the ball just. You can see that perhaps a bit of indecision as she was driving forward. She had the ball in her left hand, just took 1 step too many before taking on the shot that she's blown for overcarrying, so it's going to be an Eglish free here. Horsfield right out on the 45-metre line. Eglish have 3 inside the full forward line here. Horsfield's going to try and send it in. Perhaps just doesn't have enough on it, and Cross can gather possession. O'Brien sitting in there at centre half back, sends it down the field over the head of Lauren McConville. Olivia Farley, the intended target of this pass. She's got possession out in the right wing. Farley gets underneath it, sends it inside once again to that forward line. It's Caitlin Gallagher in there. Cross will get two around her. Cross emerge with it. O'Reilly here down this right wing. Sends it up for O'Callaghan. She got in behind for a moment, just couldn't gather possession. It allowed Francine Farley a chance to get back and get the turnover. Now Grace Fitzpatrick. She's sending in the forward line, looking for McConville. Was well read there. Good hands from Kate Daly, the centre half back for Eglish. Possession turned over. O'Callaghan now for Cross. Sent out to the wing, looking for a runner. McMahon's come out here to take this one on. It's blocked down, great block down from Grace Daly. O'Reilly now for Cross. Neither side at the moment just able to get domination of possession. It's back and forth at the minute. Who can settle themselves into this contest now? It's Daly back here for Eglish. From one Daly, the other Kate to Grace. Grace is intercepted though. Another Grace Fitzpatrick. She sends the ball inside over the heads of everybody. Comes through here to the goalkeeper Horsfield. She did very well and gets it out, gets the short pass away. Eglish sending out to the wing. That's going to be gathered up by Alana McEntee. Francine Farley blocks it down. Comes here to O'Callaghan. Spins away from her marker. Gives the pass off. Is McMahon going to get another chance here? Gives it a go. It's a tight angle here from McMahon. She snuck it inside the post. It has a good score. And she certainly made a good start to this game. As mentioned already, she's playing in that 14 position, if you like, the full forward position. And she's now got 2 on her personal tally. Crossmaglen lead, 3 points to no score. Player down for Eglish in the middle of the field here, so we're just going to call a halt to the action. It had been a bit helter-skelter there. Perhaps both teams will be glad just to get a breath of fresh air here. But obviously we hope the Eglish player is okay. Just hard to see from our position who that is. They seem to be preparing a change on the far side to Eglish, so it seems to be the end of the day here, unfortunately for Casey Gallagher. She's down in midfield receiving treatment, and already you can see on the far side the substitution has been indicated. Sienna Gildernew coming on in place of Casey Gallagher, so a shame for her. Her championship final comes to an early conclusion here. And we send on our best wishes to her. Thankfully, from an Eglish point of view, she's able to walk off across, but they're just not taking any chances, and the early change is made. So now Eglish going in search of their first score. It's been the case of Crossmaglen being the more clinical of the two sides. They've taken their chances. Eglish yet to do so. It's the full-back Aisling Donnelly in there for Eglish, but now she's crowded out. Ball goes up in the air. She might get it now, and she does. High press being played for Ava Cassidy, but too much there, too aggressive in the tackle. That's going to be an Eglish free. Another one here perhaps for Horsfield. Eglish have a number of bodies around the half-forward line here. The 5 players in that area. That might just be the intended target for this free from Horsfield. Or have they something planned from the training ground? Horsfield, she's in fact sending it into the full forward line here. It's red though from Crossmaglen. They had an extra player back in there in the defence and get the turnover. I'm sure they'd be well aware last week, obviously conceding those goals, that they don't want to be allowing Eglish those chances. And it's very early in this game yet, but so far so good from that point of view for Cross. Here's O'Brien. Is that going to be dispossessed? It is. It's Donnelly back there for Eglish. Takes a shoulder tackle, sends the ball down the line. This is playing a good fellow. Into Caitlin Gallagher. Gallagher's going to give it a go. It's blocked down. Raina McConville, that's a good 1v1 matchup. Ball still there for Eglish though, but not for long. Ross, Megan O'Callaghan has a chance to come out. Good turnover, in fact. Foul committed there from Francine Farley. That's going to allow Crossmaglen a chance. Just catches her breath and build out from the back here. Blaine O'Brien standing over this. O'Brien sends it up into the forward line. It's Faye Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick's intercepted though. Down the wing it goes. Is it going to stay on the field of play? It's gone out over the line. It's going to be Crossmaglen sideline ball. It's good high press there from Cross. Force that turnover. Now O'Brien to take this one on. Sent down the right wing. Looking for Lauren McConville down towards the byline. It's a good pass. McConville goes to the ground. Back up on her feet now. Is she being fouled? She is, says the referee, but there's an advantage here. She flashes one across the face of goal. And with the ball going wide, she's now going to get the opportunity to be brought back for the free. So that's another interesting 1v1 matchup in there. Mason from Eglish has the task of picking up Lauren McConville on that occasion. McConville got the better of it and won the free, and you'd imagine a straightforward one here for Faith Fitzpatrick. Although the referee's saying the angle is a bit narrow, or a bit tighter than that. She was perhaps trying to take it into a more central position. But Fitzpatrick, she had an outstanding county final for Crossmaglen, finished that day at 1-7. And now looking to get her personal tally up and running for the day. And a good score puts Crossmaglen now 4 in front. So perhaps a bit of a reverse of what we saw in the first game. Of course, the last time out, Eglish were on top in the first half. They moved into a 6-point lead. But today it's Cross who have started the better. Although you feel if Eglish can just get one score, perhaps that might start a chain of events, pull them back into the game. But at the minute, it's Crossmaglen who'll be the happier, of course, of the two sides. And away they come again from the defence. Eva Cassidy, the intended target's over her head though. She doesn't give up on it. She's still in there, Cassidy. And O'Donnelly did well for Eglish. She's earned her free as well. Good play from the full-back there. Donnelly sends it down the left. Caitlin Gallagher, she's been playing in around the full forward position. She's dropped a bit deeper here, trying to get on possession of the ball, make things happen for her side. Another player, Regan Fay, who Eglish will want to get involved in this game. She's trying to go on the attack here. Fay's under serious pressure, sends one in, goes beyond the goalkeeper, could have went anywhere there. There's plenty of power on it, that sort of low drive. But flashed wide of the post once again, so 3 wides now from Eglish. Fay was under a lot of pressure taking that shot on. Eglish have it back though, Francine Farley. Worked out here again to Gallagher. Gallagher's got away from her marker, she's earned her free as well. Good play, Caitlin Gallagher. It's those two players, Gallagher and Regan Fay for Eglish, certainly made their mark last week. And there are the two players that, as mentioned, Eglish should be looking to pull them back into this game. And Fay, the player to take this free on as we approach the 15-minute mark. Fay goes through a routine, drops in short in fact, and it's knocked off the lines. Chance still there for Eglish, sent up and over the bar from McLaughlin. Could have been a goal. They'll take the point, I'm sure, Eglish, as it gets their account open for the day. It was McLaughlin who finished that move off with the score, but again, warning signs there for Crossmaglen on their own goal line. Duffy sends this one out to the middle of the field, but it's read all the way there by Farley. And is she going to get an opportunity here? The corner back coming up the field. Francine Farley is blocked down. She might get another go at this, although Cross now are crowding her out, trying to get a turnover. It's battle for possession down in the far corner. And it's Crossmaglen momentarily emerging. Both sides putting bodies on the line here, and eventually the referee has called that in favour of Crossmaglen, it seems, for a free. That's another Eglish player down, needing treatment here. Looks to be Francine Farley, she won that puck out and went for the score, blocked down, and then involved in a bit of a ruck there for possession. But again, we hope no serious damage done and that she's able to continue in this game. Eglish, of course, have already had to go to the bench early in this game. But it's been a good battle so far. I've mentioned already several times last week, these two sides put on a brilliant game. And although Crossmaglen have certainly started the better here today, you'd imagine it's going to be another close, hard-fought game throughout. Farley making her way now back to her feet. She'll want to continue, of course, in this game. And now it looks to be ready to continue. And the action will resume, in fact, with the throw ball here, so it's not a cross free. It's a 50-50 chance of possession. It goes loose. Reagan Faye's got it now. Across the face of the goal, and is it over the bar? It's a good score, and that's exactly what Eglish needed. 2 points now in quick succession. Pulls them now well back into the contest, the 4 points to 2, and Faye opens her account for the day. As mentioned, she was impressive last week, finishing with 1-5. There, Duffy sends this one out to the right wing. O'Callaghan's underneath, a great fetch there, brilliant catch. O'Callaghan gives the pass off, just beats McMahon though, and comes through for Laura Mason for Eglish. Although Mason's under pressure. And again, the referee letting the play out here. Cross have it. It's over the head of McConville. McConville goes to ground, and the referee's giving it the way of Eglish. And perhaps they're just starting to build that bit of momentum now in this game. Got those 2 scores. And as I said, they might just take one and all of a sudden the tide can turn. A few turnovers as well will certainly help. Here's Horsfield. Drills it right down the middle of the field. Just Faye not able to gather possession on that occasion, and Cross come out with it. Down the right wing it goes. The closest to it here is Aisling Donnelly. She's done well. Pocket space down this left wing. Gives a short pass off to Faye. And the stick comes in there, the hurley comes in from Raina McConville, and it's going to be Eglish sideline cut. Clean, a good fellow coming over to take this one on. Drills it in low. And the cross emerged with possession. Megan O'Callaghan. She looks to find Kelly Shields, but she's crowded out. Here's Francine Farley again. Another turnover for her. Good fellow. There's the pass off. Gracious Patrick almost intercepted that. Comes through for Sienna Gildernew, and she's earned her free. So another opportunity now for Eglish to continue to cut into this Crossmaglen deficit. Faye, she dropped one short a couple of minutes ago. Where's this one going? Faye goes through a routine, catches it well, and right over the black spot. Good score for her too now on her tally. Just like that, we're now back to a 1 point game. Eglish now firing on all cylinders. What if Crossmaglen got in response? Duffy goes short on this occasion with the puck out, although serious pressure being applied from McLaughlin. She almost got a turnover there for Eglish. Still hasn't given up on it. Caitlin Gallagher's in there as well for the Tyrone champions. On the Cross, thought for a moment they'd emerge, but they give possession right back here to Faye. She has a chance now potentially to level this game up. Reagan Faye, half yard of space, and has she got it? She's just gone narrowly wide of the target. So Crossmaglen almost punished there. You never, of course, want to get turned over in your own full back line. Certainly, from Crossmaglen's point of view, they wouldn't have liked to see Faye getting her hands on the ball. But the chance just wide of the post. And Cross get away with it. Now going further out the field. This puck out, but again, dispossessed. And Eglish are starting to get a lot of joy now in these cross puck outs. Olivia Farley gives it off. Kate Daly, is she dispossessed? She's got it back. The centre half back here for Eglish. Has she levelled the game up at 4 points apiece? She has. And you can hear the Eglish substitutes bench, management, the supporters here in Dungannon. They're making their voices heard, and that's Kate Daly up and running now. And the first 4 points of this game went Crossmaglen's way. But now it's 4 in a row from Eglish. The Cross haven't really had clean possession of the ball in a while. Eglish putting the high press on these puck outs, forcing turnovers. Where's this one going? Reagan Faye's in there if Eglish beats her. Although she's helped out by Grace Daly. Daly goes to ground. The referee's going to give the free here as well. Clumsy tackle. But again, the same story. Eglish getting more and more joy on these puck outs from Cross. Certainly a heavy hit there on Grace Daly. She's still down. No further action taken from the referee that I can see. But certainly been a swing of momentum in this game. Eglish a team with it at the minute. Can Cross wrestle it back before half time remains to be seen. We are about 7 minutes of normal time left, and I'd imagine there's going to be at least 2 or 3 to finish out this first half as well with the stoppages we've had. And it's good to see Grace Daly now back up on her feet, perhaps just winded after taking that hit, but she's ready to continue. Horsfield has come out all the way to midfield almost here to take this one on. Again, sent into that full forward line. It's just batted away from Crossmaglen. Caitlin Gallagher not able to gather it. Here's Faye once again. She gives the pass off. Shooting chance here for Eglish from Goodfellow. That's dropping in short, and Crossmaglen have it. But again, it's a few times we've seen the ball going around the full back line. In fairness, Cross have been alert to those threatening situations though. Another 50-50 for the ball is Francine Farley coming away with it. She's lost her hurley. Gives the pass off here. Goodfellow, another chance. That's sent low as well. Drop short and Cross can come out with the ball. Eglish are putting on a seriously high press here, trying to hem Cross in. Now, finally, it looks like Crossmaglen have possession of the ball. Tina O'Reilly going on a long, bursting run here. She sent it inside, but not on the same page with Eva Cassidy on that occasion. It just comes through the Horsefield. She wastes no time getting rid of possession, trying to get it down the line. McConville took her eye off the ball. 2 Eglish players crowd here as well. You know, O'Reilly's in there as well for Cross. The referee's given the free Crossmaglen's way, so credit to McConville. She didn't get it the first time of asking, didn't give up on it, and learned to side a free. And Blahin O'Brien coming forward here from centre half back to take this one on. More or less right at midfield here. Cross of 3 or 4 players in around the full forward line. O'Brien spots one making a run, sends it that direction. Shot comes in now from Kelly Shields. She got it. Good score, and that's exactly what Crossmaglen needed. Eglish, she got 4 in a row, but that's Kelly Shields opening her account for the day. Well worked move there. You can see her. She made that run off the ball, spotted by O'Brien, and worked to a tee up and over the bar. So Crossmaglen back into the lead of 5 points to 4, but for how long remains to be seen. Eglish might have something to say about that. Reagan Faye keeps possession in, but now it's gone out over the line. It's going to be Crossmaglen sideline cut. O'Brien again stands over it, gets plenty of purchase on it, but it's going to be gathered up here by Francine Farley, cornerback for Eglish. She carries possession through the middle of the field. A good turnover though. Grace Fitzpatrick in there for Cross. Kelly Shields She sends the pass in low. It's well read. Again, Ashton Donnelly sort of filling that sweeper role, if you like. We've seen that a few times. She's been out in front, getting turnovers for her side. And she's earned her free as well. Which is going to be allowed to be brought forward as well. So potentially, Horsfield again coming up, as we've seen a few times, the goalkeeper. She likes to get forward and take on, I suppose, any frees inside her own half, send them into the full forward line. Three and a half minutes of normal time left in this first half. As I mentioned, a few stoppages as well, so still plenty of time you feel for sides to get scores here, but that ball is tailed too far and gone wide for the 5th time for Eglish. Duffy again on the puck out. Sent out to the middle of the field. Regan Fays there though for Eglish. Another one. Eglish have turned over from Cross. Puck outs. It's hard to dominate as this first half has gone on. Can they pay it off on the scoreboard? Though Faye sends it in. And again inside that full forward line for Eglish, full back line for Cross. But possession was overturned, but the referee had indicated an advantage for Faye. She's earned her free, and you'd imagine she's going to be the player to take this one on, potentially get her 3rd of the game and level us back up again at 5 points apiece. Faye is the player to stand over it. And no mistakes from there. Just up and over the crossbar. Pushes her tally now to 3. And once again, we're all square here. Duffy looks left and right, goes right down the middle, finds a free player. That was well executed, found O'Brien. Cross needed that. Ball goes into the forward line. Eglish still have a number of bodies around it. Who will emerge in possession here? Cross have it. It's Grace Fitzpatrick looking for Megan O'Callaghan. She's found a pocket of space here on the right wing. O'Callaghan, will she go for the shot? Instead looks to pass it across the face of goal here. Eva Cassidy's in underneath that. Who's going to come out with the ball? Grace Fitzpatrick has it for Cross. Work back out here, Lauren McConville. She sends one towards goal and just about squeezes it over the crossbar. And she only had half a yard of space in which to work. She got enough on it. Lauren McConville sort of jumped into that shot and got enough on it to send it over the bar and put Crossmaglen back in front now, 6 points to 5. Scores now being traded back and forth. We saw Cross get the opening 4, Eglish then got 4 in a row. But now both sides starting to get joy. We've played 29 minutes of this first half, so into the final minute of normal time. Cross initially got the turnover on Eglish's puck out, but now Eglish have it on the attack here. Caitlin Gallagher. She sends it in the forward line, McLaughlin. And there was a foul committed further out the field. So it's going to be an Eglish free here. Just between the 45 and 65. And one again for Faye to take on. This one though, certainly not an easy chance. Back out towards the 65. She connects well. There's a drop and it's dropping short. And just cleared away once again from the Crossmaglen full back line. How often have they been tested in this first half? But to their credit, they've answered the call, keeping the ball out of their net. Although on this occasion, Eglish forced a turnover and get the sideline cut here for Goodfellow. Callaghan gets half a block on it, and Cross have a chance here to get out of the defence, and they got their free as well. The foul committed there on Lana McEntee. So we're in the first half stoppage time now. Played about 30 seconds over. But with the stoppages we've had, there might still be opportunities for both sides to get scores before the end of this first half. Lana McEntee sends it forward. Faye Fitzpatrick gets on possession, gives the pass back out. Kelly Shields half blocked down. In fact, well blocked down there. From Mason for Eglish. And now they go on the attack with Farley. Francine Farley, that is. Looks to send it inside. Well executed, Caitlin Gallagher. Good hands. Chance here for Gallagher. Sent low. She's been fouled. And although nothing accrued from the chance, there's going to be another opportunity here for Eglish from a free. And it's a few times we've seen that when Gallagher can get on possession, oftentimes she's forcing the Crossmaglen defenders to foul her. And that's going to give opportunities for Faye. And a good opportunity to even the scores up once again. At 6 points apiece. Played about 90 seconds over time here. Faye wasn't going to miss from there. 4 for her now on her tally. And the two teams trading points back and forth. Still going here in this first half. Good puck out. Finds Fitzpatrick. She gets the ball in here to O'Callaghan. O'Callaghan's got space once again on this right wing. Sends it towards goal. Drops short. Horsfield read it all the way. Good keeping. And she gets the clearance away there under pressure as well. And that is the last action of this first half. So, of course, these two sides couldn't be split last week. They were level at half time. They were level at full time. And now, yet again here today, they're level once again at the break. So finely poised, so evenly matched. Who will come out on top in the next 30 minutes? It's a hard one to call, but do stay with us. We're going to step away for a moment and then we'll be back for the second half of action. Really even, aren't they?
Yeah. It's exciting though.
It's very good, yeah. Like even when Cross got them scores, you always felt that they're going to get our own as well. Like.
Yeah.
Championship final between Eglish and Crossmaglen. My name's Kieran Lynch, and if you're just joining us for the game, as you can see, 6 points apiece, the half-time score, and I touched on it going into the change rooms at half-time that both these teams were level at half-time last week, level at full-time, and again level here once again at half-time. So absolutely nothing to split the two sides, and I was informed at half-time that should it be needed, this game will go to extra time. There'll be 2 10-minute periods of extra time. If they can't be split after that, there'll be 2 5-minute periods of halves for extra time, and if still level after that, then it'll be a 45 taking contest. So it could be in for the long haul here, given how the game has been contested, how last week was and how this game has been contested. We might just be in it for the long haul, and now we're up and underway. Both these sides won't be thinking about that though. They'll want to win this Ulster intermediate title in the next 30 minutes. And who will get out on top? Eglish haven't in fact been in front at any stage so far in this game. The sides have been level 3 times at 4 points apiece, 5 points apiece and 6 points apiece. But who will be out on top come the referee's full-time whistle? That's the big question. It's a battle around the middle of the field here. And going to ground. It's Donnelly for Eglish. Thanks to the hospitality here in Dungannon. We've been treated to a cup of tea. We need it in this weather. But in fairness, it's a good day for Camogie. The sun's out now, as you can see. No strong breeze one way or another. And given the week that we've had, both sides will be glad of it. And just a break and play here, the referee speaking to the Eglish fullback Aisling Donnelly. And the first card of this final has been flashed, a yellow card for the Eglish fullback. It's been hard hitting, it's been physical at times, but that's of course what you expect in a game of this importance and magnitude. The player down receiving treatment for Crossmaglen, Tina O'Reilly. So just a break and play here. We're really hopeful to continue. She's back up on her feet now, which is good to see, and is good to go by the looks of things. Of course, if you're just joining us, Casey Gallagher, the number 7 for Eglish, went off early in this game with an injury. That the only change so far in this game. A chance, a difficult one, but a chance all the same for Faith Fitzpatrick out towards the right wing. Fitzpatrick sends it in, and it just beats the far post. It's wide from Fitzpatrick, and the game remains level. Short puck out here from Eglish. Catherine Muldoon sends it down the lane. Grace Fitzpatrick, though, got underneath it here for cross. Back to Raina McConville. Battling with Caitlin Gallagher here for possession. Ball came off Crossmaglen last. Was going to be Eglish sideline cut. Right down next to our commentary position. That's a good fellow. Standing over it. Good fellow sends it in, but Crossmaglen initially had possession. Gallagher got the hurley in. It was a bit 50-50. Now Lenihan comes away with it for cross. Drills it into the forward line. Beats 2 Eglish defenders. Here's Aisling McMahon for cross. Is she going to get a shooting chance here? She's got 2 points already. Can she make it 3 and put them back into the lead? She gets underneath it. Plenty of air under it, but not enough power. And Horsfield is able to claim possession and get it away here for Eglish. Down the right wing it goes. And came off Fitzpatrick last. Was going to be Eglish sideline cut. Fellow assesses her options. Sends it to the middle of the field. Megan Callan almost able to intercept for Crossmaglen. Francine Farley has it though for now. If O'Callaghan doesn't give up on it. Both sides going in here for possession. Eventually possession comes through here for Donnelly of Eglish, although Aisling McMahon doesn't give up on it. Now soccer style play here from Sienna Gildernew. Right in front of our commentary position here. McMahon sends it away. Great pass, in fact, to O'Callaghan. She sends it in low. Lauren McConville goes to the ground. She's fouled. It's going to be a free here for Crossmaglen. McConville brought down there from Mason. Fitzpatrick now with another opportunity. She had one from right out in the right wing a few minutes ago. This one more straightforward, more or less dead centre of the post. Fitzpatrick, as she split the post, she has indeed, and that's Crossmaglen now back into the lead. The first score of the second half. 7 points to 6 they lead. Horsfields waste no time sending that out to the right wing here, but is there too much on it? There is. Beats her teammate and out for a sideline cut here for Crossmaglen. Trying to find Reagan Fay. Another one for O'Brien to take on here.
Stay back, please. Stay back.
O'Brien drills it low. For O'Callaghan. She's put under pressure though. Francine Farley comes away with it here. Sends the pass on. Alana McEntee in there. Knocked on here from cross. Out the right wing is Kelly Shields over on the far side. She kicks it down the line looking for McMahon. Ball beats her. Or does it? She's got it now. Donnelly's working hard there for Eglish. She's on a yellow card, so has to be careful in terms of making a challenge. She goes to the ground. Referee says no foul play. Who will come out? Eglish now have it. Worked out here to Francine Farley over her head. But there's space for her here potentially to go on the move and get Eglish on the attack. In fact, she leaves it for Olivia Farley. To the half-forward line it goes, although Cross have the numbers advantage there. And Blahin O'Brien emerges with possession. And it goes here to Faye Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick sends it towards goal. Great block down though from Mason. Fitzpatrick gets possession again, goes to the ground, no foul play. Here's O'Callaghan. She takes a shoulder and she's fouled. And it's going to give Fitzpatrick a chance here from this free. If she's fit to take it. She took a bit of a knock to the stomach in that last possession. Just getting her breath back now. She will have a chance now to get 2 on her tally at the start of the second half. Fitzpatrick from just to the left of the post here. Makes absolutely no mistake. Good score from her. That's now 8 points to 6 in Crossmaglen's favour. Horsfield drives that one right down the middle of the park and finds Caitlin Gallagher. Gallagher's only one player ahead of her here. She's got a few cross defenders to beat, but on she goes here. Gallagher, good strong run. She's able to knock it off, but not able to be on the same page as her teammate there. Cross get the turnover and win the free as well. So Grace Fitzpatrick, the player fouled. Gallagher did well initially, drove forward for Eglish, but perhaps just needed more support there. Cross got bodies around her, forced her into a loose pass. And now once again O'Brien going to take this one on. Sent out to the right wing. Megan O'Callaghan driving on here, plenty of pace, gives the pass off to Grace Fitzpatrick. Aisling McMahon, her midfield partner, drives that towards goal. It'll be an impressive score if she gets it, but wide of the target on that occasion. And another change being made here. Eglish bringing on a fresh pair of legs. A change in the full forward line is Rhiannon McLaughlin making her way off. Just waiting to see exactly who has come in her place. We'll confirm that change for you folks when we have it. We're about the 10th minute now of the second half, and Eglish started slow in the first half, perhaps in that same vein here in the second. Still yet to score. Cross have possession, blocked down. And it's the number 13 who's come on for Eglish. That's Eve Hughes. Didn't start the game, but in now in place of the full forward Rhiannon McLaughlin. And in full forward at the minute once again is Caitlin Gallagher, although Cross with 3 defenders back, trying to stop her from getting a shooting chance. Here's Eve Hughes now in possession. She's just on, trying to make things happen for Eglish. Gets the ball back out. Goodfellow's going to have a chance here. And gets it over the bar. Good score from her. And that is now Eglish up and running on the score sheet in this second half. Clean Goodfellow on target. She just got that pocket of space and made use of it, her first of the day. Duffy sends it out. Aisling McMahon's underneath it, not able to gather clean possession. Laura McConville's there to help her out. And the referee perhaps going to hop this here. It's Regan Fay in there at Aisling McMahon. And it's Eglish who emerged with it. Kate Daly down the line. Who to come off last? Come off Daly last. So it's going to be Cross sideline cut. Blaine O'Brien once again, as she has been throughout the game, taking these on for Crossmaglen. This one goes low. Tina O'Reilly gets it eventually on the rebound. And her pass looks to be intercepted here, and is. Good reading of the game there from Grace Daly for Eglish. Down the line it goes. That's Eve Hughes once again here. Substitute on, but Cross get the interception. Alana McEntee drives down the right wing and earns her free as well. And the Cross substitute Spencer delighted with that. It's been that sort of game, plenty of effort and endeavour on both sides. And perhaps just who can come out on top in these 50-50 battles more in the next 15-20 minutes is going to win this game and win this final. Possession down in the corner right in front of that Eglish bench. Lauren McConville goes to ground once again. It's going to be another free here for Crosses right out by the sideline. Faye Fitzpatrick coming out to take this one on. But again, a difficult angle for her here. Fitzpatrick stands over it. This would be a seriously impressive point if she can score from here. Literally right at the Eglish substitutes bench. Well, what a finish that is. That's the score of the game, no doubt about that. From Faye Fitzpatrick. She's now got 4 on her tally, and she's got all 3 of Cross's points since emerging from the change rooms for the second half. Horsfield drives it away here for Eglish. They retain possession with Goodfellow. She gives the pass off. Regan Faye under pressure, gets away from a tackle. Olivia Farley, she's under pressure. Driving down the wing here, Farley. The referee's playing advantage for Eglish, and he's going to pull it back here for the free. Further out the field here. But it has been a great battle. We had serious entertainment last week when these sides met. And once again, such little between the two teams. Just the 2 points in it, but Eglish will feel as though they're going to get chances. And here's one now, potentially for Regan Faye. Inside the 45, just about here, to the left of the post. Regan Faye, she got it. We look at the umpires, he raises the white flag. And what Fitzpatrick is able to do at one end, Regan Faye is able to do at the other. And that's another score now on her tally. 1 point between the sides yet again. Short puck out, almost intercepted there. Although Crossmaglen keep their hands on it. Driving down the right wing, being chased down here by Kelly Shields. Scramble for possession again, the referee's going to have to hop this. Well, the free's been given here the way of Eglish. But they do waste no time, drill it down the wing. Here's Faye. She's sending it in. And the goalkeeper has to keep an eye on here, Lauren Duffy. Perhaps it's the sun in her eyes. And just able to just swipe it away from her goal. Olivia Farley's in there for Eglish. Good battling though from the cross defence to Sevine Bellew. She's got green grass in front of her here too. Coming out with the ball. Driven down the left wing for McConville. So not able to gather it. Mason's in there. She's got a chance of possession now for Eglish. McConville still battling. He's going to come out with this. Will the referee have to have it again? Looks like he will. So we're into the last quarter of the game now. We've crossed the 15-minute mark in the second half. This is where this final is going to be won or lost. Or are we going to be set for a period of extra time? Remains to be seen. The minute is crossed just narrowly in front. Can they push the lead out even further here? They're trying to get an attack going. Eglish trying to prevent. McMahon blocked down by 2 Eglish defenders, but the ball comes through here still with Crossmaglen. Worked back out by Faye Fitzpatrick. Tina O'Reilly tries to get a clean shot away but can't. Eglish trying to get possession of the ball. Have they got a cross? Not giving up. Kelly Shields puts her body on the line and earns a free. And that's the type of hard work that we're seeing from both sides. And that's the type of work it's going to get you opportunities, going to get you frees. Potentially chances to go and win this game. It's Faye Fitzpatrick, centre of the post, but just inside the 65 here for Cross. But she certainly has the ability. We saw that a moment ago. Can she take this back to a 2-point lead in Crossmaglen's favour? Patrick doesn't connect with it as well as she would have liked. It's dropping in short. The chance is still there for Cross, and Megan O'Callaghan makes use of it there on the rebound. Her first of the day. And that is now indeed Cross 2 points back in front here. Puck out to the middle of the field. Broke by Cross, but Eglish have possession here with Donnelly. She's being held. But she's earned her free. Horsfield coming out again to take this one on, as we've seen throughout the game. This time last week it was Crossmaglen who were chasing the game. Managed to come back into that game, get themselves in front momentarily before Eglish levelled it at the death and took us to this replay. But now it's Eglish, the team having to chase it in this second half. Horsfield drives one in around the full forward line. It's knocked down, could go anywhere, but ends up possession with Crossmaglen. They get it away, but not too far. It's going to stay here with Eglish. Chance is still alive. Clean Goodfellow's under pressure. She's being fouled, and it's going to give now Regan Fay an opportunity. And at the risk of repeating myself, these two teams so evenly matched throughout these two games, and we're seeing perhaps a mirror image at times as well. Both sets of forwards working hard, earning frees, and giving Faye Fitzpatrick at one end chances and giving Regan Fay at the other end chances too. And Fay stands over this, centre of the post, and makes absolutely no mistake. Another one on her tally. All but 3 of Eglish's scores have been taken from Regan Fay. As Crossmaglen look to the substitutes bench here. We'll just confirm that change for you folks when we have it. Ava Cassidy, I believe, the player who's making her way off here for Crossmaglen. We'll let you know who that is in her place when we have that information. Well executed puck out there, great catch from Megan O'Callaghan. We've said that a few times throughout this game. Ball goes inside, pass off here, Faye Fitzpatrick, chance to break through here. Fitzpatrick, is she going to be able to get at it? Eglish defender comes across and does enough to make the tackle. Ball on the ground. Both sides going for possession here. Faye Fitzpatrick almost got a chance to go. Lauren McConville might now get a chance, and she is going to take it, puts it up and over the bar. Lauren McConville with her third of the game. So good immediate response there from Crossmaglen to the score going in against them. That puck out intercepted. That's O'Callaghan now fielding puck outs at both ends. And she's earned her free as well. Francine Farley's hurt herself making that tackle. But a chance again for players just to catch their breath, get a bit of water on board here. As we're heading towards the tail end of this game. Just 10 minutes of normal time to go now. Crossmaglen with the advantage. Can they see it out? As Francine Farley needs treatment here. Players just getting water on board here, catching their breath. So they're going to have to go full steam ahead when play resumes for the last 10 minutes of action. And Francine Farley's coming off here for Eglish on the near side as we look at it. And calls for a substitution to the Eglish bench. She's not going to be able to continue. Just waiting to see exactly who's on in her place. Eglish now have the substitute on, so just to confirm, that's Francine Farley taken off with the injury, and it'll be Faye Fitzpatrick with the chance here for Crossmaglen. And once again folks, when we have that change free, we'll let you know. That's Gemma Daly who's come in, so we've got that confirmed. Daly made a good impact for Eglish off the bench last week with the equalising score, and she might be needed to do something similar here again. Free wide from Faye Fitzpatrick. Eglish now with the puck out. Goes short, Slip there, but they keep possession of it. Cross, so trying to keep a high press on. Here's Regan Faye for Eglish. She's got a lot of cross defenders around her, although a clumsy challenge is made there, and she's going to get her free. Faye wants to get things moving here quickly for Eglish. Trying to get a couple of scores, get themselves back on level terms. That's right down into the corner here for Caitlin Gallagher. It's going to stay on the field of play though. Who she got in support. Gallagher dispossessed. It was Alana McEntee back there helping out Raina McConville for cross down in that corner. Although Gallagher hasn't given up and she's been fouled. And that's going to be a chance once again potentially here for Faye. Although certainly a narrow angle out towards this right sideline. Just to confirm, Raina Lenihan was the Crossmaglen substitute to come on a couple of minutes ago. So both sides getting fresh legs in here. Who will have more impact off the bench remains to be seen. But certainly a player who's having an impact on this game is Regan Faye. That's another one for her. And from a narrow angle, she draws us right back again to a 1-point game. (11-10), the Crossmaglen lead. All eyes on Lauren Duffy. Cross keeper. Right down the middle. Well caught there. Brilliant catch from Grace Fitzpatrick. She's earned her free as well. Cross the time struggled on their own puck outs in the first half, but certainly in the second half they've done very well on them, coming out on top more often than not. And as mentioned, Fitzpatrick earned free there as well. 6 minutes thereabouts of normal time to go. Faheen O'Brien on her own 65 stands over this. Sends it out to the wing. Has she found Kelly Shields here? Shields trying to get the shot away. Blocked down. Gives to Fitzpatrick. Is Fitzpatrick being held? The referee says no. Now she gets away. Chance here for Faye Fitzpatrick. And she takes it. Good score from her. And the Crossmaglen supporters now, they can sense the finish line is in sight. They now lead this game by 2. Eglish will still have time on the clock. They're going to get chances. Can they take them? They've been trailing Cross throughout this second half after the two sides were level at the half-time whistle. It's been Crossmaglen took the lead early in the second half and haven't let up. And they've got possession of it here. It's Caitlin Lenihan. She gives the pass off to Tina O'Reilly. O'Reilly gets away from the Eglish defender Daly. Sends a pass into the forward line. It's been broken down, but the referee had given the advantage for the foul on O'Reilly further out the field. Into the last 5 minutes now of the game. Just 2 in it. Faheen O'Brien again to take the free on. Goes short. Finds a teammate. There's a slip there from O'Callaghan. No foul play. Still the referee says no foul. O'Callaghan gets it off. Good catch here from Faye Fitzpatrick. She uses her height to her advantage. Sends it inside. It's red initially from the Eglish defence, but the ball's still there. Both sides going in full-blooded for the ball. They know the importance of these 50-50s at this stage of the game. On this occasion, it's an Eglish free. They worked hard defensively. They got the turnover, and now they have possession of the ball. They need to move it quick here. The clock is starting to turn against them. And Horsfield's aware of that. She wants to get things moving. Drives it away. Perhaps her teammate wasn't on the same page, but it comes through here for Gallagher. She's come out to the middle of the field to try and make an impact. We'll cross again of 2 defenders around her. There's multiple players in for this crucial possession, and it's Eglish who emerge with it. It's Gildernew. Drives out to Regan Faye. She's out in front. Although, as O'Brien got the turnover for Cross, Faye goes to ground. Referee says play on. Down the right wing it goes, and Cross have it again. It's scrappy at times, but that's owing to the nature of both sides giving it everything they've got. Cross have it, and they've earned their free as well. And another chance to get a score for Crossmaglen. And you can certainly feel it from the spectators on the far side. Not sure how aware of the clock they are, but they know there's not long left to go in this game. Fitzpatrick, she got one from a similar position earlier in the second half. I described it as the score of the game. This one perhaps even further out. But she'll back herself. And can she put Crossmaglen 3 in front here? Fitzpatrick, plenty of height on it. It's dropping wide of the target. The defender on the line thought about going for it for a moment, but let it run. It beat the post. And the chances missed. Certainly a difficult chance there. But now once again Horsfield gets us moving. She goes out to her centre half back Daly. 2.5 minutes of normal time left in this championship final. Olivia Farley, ball beats her. Caitlin Lenihan's battling low. Farley now has it. Goes on a drive and run down this left wing. Has she got support? She sends it in. Duffy bats it away, the keeper for Crossmaglen. And Evie Bellew just clears her lines there. In fact, finds Lauren McConville. And now Cross can build out. Good pass, good play here from Cross. Finds Faith Fitzpatrick. She sends it down the lane to Megan O'Callaghan. O'Callaghan's under pressure from 4 Eglish defenders, and they get the turnover. Donnelly's there. Faith Fitzpatrick trying to get possession for Cross. Donnelly trying to do the same for Eglish. A number of bodies in around it. Where is possession? Eventually comes through to Lauren McConville from Cross. She gifts it right back there to Donnelly for Eglish. McConville goes to the ground. The Cross supporters and bench aren't happy with that. Perhaps a late hit there. I have to admit my eyes followed the ball, but the Cross bench certainly weren't happy. McConville's down receiving treatment now. It's just interesting to see whatever happened, whether it was spotted or not by the referee. And of course the linesman out on that far side as well. What's his interpretation of events? But again, action's been brought to a halt here. And the referee is conferring with his linesman. And looks to be clean. A good fellow here for Eglish who's going to be spoken to. And she receives the yellow card for that late hit. So she joins her fullback, Ashlyn Donnelly, in the referee's notebook. 2 players in yellow cards. Lauren McConville back on her feet, which is good to see, ready to continue in these closing stages of the game. But it's been tight, it's been tense throughout. But it's been Cross, crucially, who've been leading throughout this second half. Play resumes. Who's going to get possession here? Both midfielders for Eglish are in, trying to make something happen. Well, it comes through to McConville. She's dropped deeper now in these closing stages. Haven't played in the full forward line. She's come back out the field. Here's Faith Fitzpatrick down the left wing. And Ashley McMahon, she's out in front. Although Muldoon's battling hard, no fouls as the referee, so here come Eglish. They go down the right wing. Again, McConville's back there for Crossmaglen. Super fielding as she fouled as well. Good bravery shown there. And you can see why Cross have dropped her back into the half back line. She's been in the worst in the last few minutes, but doing what she can to win this game for her team. 30 seconds overtime here. How much longer we've got to go in Dungannon, we don't know. Will Eglish get another chance? And if they do get a chance, will they have to go for goal? Will they have enough time to get 2 points? Or will Crossmaglen see this out? Here calls for 2 minutes from the linesman, so call it 3 minutes of stoppage time all in. We've played one of those. 2 to go. It's potentially time for Eglish if they can move it quick. They have possession now at the sideline cut. In the middle field, but again McConville's there for Cross. Eglish 3-4 players around. Can they get possession? They can. Player goes to the ground. As the slip, says the referee. No foul committed. Cross still battling hard. Both sides in there giving it their all. And it's McConville who else emerging with the ball. Gives the Grace Fitzpatrick. Can she get another score here for Crossmaglen and move 3 in front with time running out? Eglish still working hard defensive. They've got possession. It's Goodfellow coming away with it. She sends it down the line here for Kate Daly. Daly now perhaps has a pocket of space to get the ball away, but Cross again have the players out in front, and they're getting a lot of turnovers. Crossmaglen, Eglish is not on the same page at the minute, and they're running out of time. Here's O'Reilly sent inside Is that picked off almost by Emma Holmes? Loose possession. Grace Fitzpatrick here for Cross. Driven towards goal. Knocked away from Grace Daly. Here's Muldoon. Right down in the corner there. Eglish need to move the ball about 120 metres and do it quickly. We're in the last minute of this game. They're perhaps going to need a goal, but they're not going to get an opportunity if Crossmaglen keep getting turnovers as they have been doing. They have it now in the right wing. Crossmaglen drilled into the forward line. It's helter-skelter at the minute. Eglish have it. They need to move it quick here. They're running out of time. Another slip here from Eglish. Cross keeping the press on. They've got a free, but they're going to be cautious of the clock, you think. We're into the last 30 seconds, according to the referee. They need to get this into the full forward line, and they're going to have to hit the back of the net here. It's all on this attack. Starting once again with Horsfield. The referee just tells her to retake it. The referee saying he's going to add the time on here as well for Eglish, but you'd imagine as we've played 3 minutes, this is going to be the last chance for the Tyrone champions to win this game at the death if they can. Or can Crossmaglen get a turnover, get possession? You'd imagine if Cross can get possession of the ball, it might just be enough for them to win this game, win this final and win this championship. It's going to be the fullback Donnelly who sends it in. She finds a teammate, or does she? It's over her head, comes through to Caitlin Gallagher. Gallagher's under immediate pressure though, trying to make something happen. On she goes here, Caitlin Gallagher, strong run, sends the pass off. Chance here for potentially for Eglish. Player goes to the ground. Was a foul committed? There was a foul, and there'll be a question: is it outside the box or is it a penalty? The referee's given a penalty here for Eglish. It was Regan Fay, I believe, the player brought to ground, and I said it was going to be the last opportunity for Eglish. Caitlin Gallagher played a strong run, gave the pass off, and a foul committed. The referee's going to confer with his umpires. I believe the question is going to be whether or not that was inside the penalty area. It's hard to see from our vantage point here, but Eglish are going to get an opportunity here right at the death in this game. The referee perhaps going to take further action here with the card. But how dramatic is this? It really all came down to that opportunity. Yellow card dished out. Lauren McConville seems to be the guilty party. And that was really the last chance for Eglish to get a score in this game, you felt. And now they have a precious chance to go and win this game right at the death. It's the goalkeeper who's come up to take this one on. Brenda Horsfield has come all the way. It's a 1v1, so the cross player is told to get off the line here. It's going to be goalkeeper against goalkeeper. Horsfield to take it on against Lauren Duffy. And is this the last action of the game? As dramatic a conclusion as you can get. This is really the championship final on the line here. Horsfield against Duffy. The keeper takes it on, drives it in and sends it into the back of the net. And Eglish move 1 point in front. And is there enough time left on the clock, or is that now the winning of the game? I says it was the last chance for Eglish. We're all looking at the referee. Is he going to blow the full-time whistle? Haven't heard it yet. Lauren McConville gets the short puck up, but not able to take clean possession of it. And now the referee blows the whistle, and that was it. It all came down to that penalty in the dying stages of the game. Eglish got that one last chance. They got the penalty, and it was the goalkeeper, Brenda Horsfield, the player, who sent it into the back of the net. It's heartbreaking for Crossmaglen. It's pure jubilation and delight for Eglish. And having trailed the whole way throughout this second half, Eglish never led in the game until any stage, until they scored that penalty. And how dramatic a conclusion can you get? Into the back of the net it went, and Eglish are once again Ulster intermediate champions. But what a contest this was. What a fantastic duo of games we had. It certainly is heartbreaking for Crossmaglen. You can see out in the field there the devastation. Having worked so hard, having led for the whole way throughout the second half, to lose it at the death is cruel. These two sides couldn't be separated last week. Perhaps a period of extra time would have been a fair conclusion here as well. Eglish aren't thinking that at the minute. They're the team who've got themselves over the line. And they've won this game 110 to 12 points in the end. What a fantastic exhibition we had here of Camogie today. And it was the goals were crucial in the first game. Eglish got 3 of them. Cross all game have kept the ball out of the net just until that final moment. And Great scenes here from an Eglish point of view, but certainly the contrast. This is sport. It can be absolutely wonderful and it can be cruel at the same time. The Cross players in dismay, the Eglish players in delight, as the friends and family come onto the field here to celebrate this moment with the team.